Harry Maguire shoots arrows at a target board. He has a 50% chance of hitting the bullseye on each shot. Calculate the probability that Harry Maguire will hit the bullseye in his first shot and his second shot. When we want the probability of a sequence of events, it's always a good idea to use a tree diagram. So let's just go ahead and construct one. On a tree diagram, when we go along the branches, we multiply, and then when we go down the branches, we add. So here we're looking for the probability that he will hit the bullseye in his first and second shot. So the first shot needs to be a win, and also the second shot needs to be also a win. So we're going along the branches. So we're going to have 0,5 multiplied by 0,5. So let me just write that. So we have 0,5 multiplied by 0,5, which is going to be equals to 0,25, right? And then let's move to 11.2. 11.2 says calculate the probability that Harry Maguire will hit the bullseye at least twice in his first 3 shots. At least twice in his first 3 shots. We have different ways of which that can occur. He can hit the bullseye in his first 2 shots, in his last 2, on his first and his last, just like that, right? So let me add probabilities for the third shot on our tree diagram. Here at the end of this branch, we have win, win, and win, right? Is hitting the bullseye on all 3 shots. And then at the end of this branch, we have win, win, loss. And here we have win, loss, win. Here we have win, loss, loss. Here we have loss, win, win. And then we have loss, win, loss. And then we have loss, loss, win. And then we have loss, loss, loss. So we need at least 2 wins, right? Because Harry Maguire has to hit the bullseye in at least 2 shots of the 3 he has. So clearly, here we hit in the bullseye, right? We have 3 wins. Here we have 2 wins, which is what we want. Here we also have 2 wins. And then here it's 2 losses. So this sequence of events doesn't satisfy our requirement. Here we also have 2 wins, and then 2 losses, 2 losses, and 3 losses. There is 4 possible ways of which Harry Maguire can hit 2 of 3 shots, right? So we're going to calculate the probability of each of those. We're going to be going up the branches. So we're going to multiply. But then when we're done multiplying, we have to go down the branches. And then we're going to add the probabilities of those events. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So win, win, win will be 0,5 multiplied by 0,5 multiplied by 0,5. And then, so we basically have 0,5 to the power 3, right? And then win, win, loss will also be 0,5 to the power of 3. Why is win, win, win the same as win, win, loss? Probability wise, that is because the probability of the win and the loss are equal. They're all 0,5, right? So here we're also gonna have 0,5 to the power 3, and then here for loss, win, win, we also have 0,5 to the power of 3. So now we have to add these 4 0,53s, right? So we're gonna have 0,53 plus 0,53 plus 0,53 plus 0,53, and then that will be equals to 4 multiplied by 0,53, which is equals to half. So now we can move to 11.3. 11.3 says Glenda also has a 50% chance of hitting the bullseye on each shot. Harry Maguire and Glenda will take turns to shoot an arrow, and the first person to hit the bullseye will be the winner. Calculate the probability that the person who shoots his first will be the winner of the challenge. The person who shoots his first will be the winner of the challenge. So let's make an assumption here. let's say Harry Maguire is gonna take the first shot, right? So when Harry Maguire takes the first shot, the probability of Harry Maguire hitting the bullseye, it's 0.5, right? Because they all have a 50% chance of hitting the bullseye. And then Glenda comes through and takes a shot, right? And then when she takes a shot, she also has a 0.5 chance of hitting the bullseye. But then Maguire already has a 0.5% of hitting his shot, right? So Glenda needs Maguire to miss his shot first, and then she's gonna multiply that by the probability of her hitting the bullseye. I hope that makes sense, because in order for Glenda to take that shot, Maguire has to miss first, hence this 0.5 here. And then let's assume that Glenda also misses. Then Maguire comes back and he takes his second shot, right? But already Glenda has a 0.5 multiplied by 0.5% of hitting her shot, and we would like her to miss, so we have to carry that probability. And then when Maguire takes his second shot, we're gonna multiply that by 0.5, right? And then assuming that Maguire also misses his shot, Glenda will take a shot, right? Which will be this probability of Maguire multiplied by 0.5. So we're gonna have 0.5 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 0.5, right? And then let's assume again that Glenda misses his shot. So I'm sure now you can see the pattern, right? We had 1 0.5 here. Here we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. So for Maguire, we're going to have 0.5 to the power of 5. So this is the probabilities of the first person who takes the first shot, right? You can see we started with 0.5. Now we have 0.5 to the power 3. Now we have 0.5 to the power of 5. Now we basically have the probability of the first person winning the challenge being a geometric series, which is converging. Since this geometric series is converging, we can calculate the sum of the geometric series to find the probability of that person, right? So we can say that that probability will be equals to A being the first term divided by 1 minus R. We know that A is 0.5 because that is the first term. We know R will be T2 minus T1, or T2 divided by T1, or T3 divided by T2. So we're going to have 0.5 divided by 1 minus, so let's take 0.5 to the power 3 as T2, right? So we're going to have 0.5 to the power 3 divided by T1, which is 0.5. And then when you put that in your calculator, you're going to get 2 divided by 3, which is just basically 0.67.